Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023 MIAA Swim Championships. We're here at the Mangione Aquatic Center on the campus of Loyola University in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm Larry Dukes with Morgan Knox on the camera. We're going to bring you the action here tonight with swimming. Getting ready to begin, just moments away. First event tonight will be the 200-yard medley relay. The order will go junior varsity, then the B consolations, and then the A finals. Announcing the officials for tonight as they take their spots on the deck. These officials from the Maryland Officials Club have been doing high school swimming for a long time. Saw Barry Schaub this morning. Barry been an official for many, many years. Rob Mowbray. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have our national anthem. Parents and friends of the swimmers here tonight. We've got a packed house for this exciting finals. It was a very exciting preliminary session this morning, and we're expecting some really fast swims again tonight. In event number one, the JV 200-yard medley relay. In lane number two, we'll have Mount St. Joe. Lane three, Gilman. 4, McDonough. 5, Loyola Blakefield. 6, Calvert Hall. And 7, Archbishop Spalding. The backstrokers are in the water. And our championships have started. Backstroke leg into the first turn. In lane number 4, that's McDonough with the half a body length lead. They're followed on each side by Gilman and Loyola Blakefield. It's the exchange. And in the water for breaststroke. McDonough extending their lead just a bit. Lane number 3 is Gilman in second, followed by Loyola Blakefield in 5. Loyola now being challenged by Calvert Hall for third place. But it's all McDonough at the moment as we go into the butterfly. McDonough, then Gilman still. And now Calvert Hall is third. McDonough, 2 body length lead over Gilman. Third place Calvert Hall, then Loyola Blakefield. And a turn for home. And going away, it's going to be McDonough as your JV champion. Their winning time, 1:45.62. Gilman in second, 1:48.84. Third is Calvert Hall, 1:50.76. And Loyola Blakefield in fourth, 1:50.95. They're followed by Mount St. Joe, 1:56.97 in fifth. And Archbishop Spalding in sixth place with a time of 2:08.18. So the first heat in the books. JV championships are done. We'll move to the B consolation finals. In lane number 2, we have Archbishop Spalding. 3 is McDonough. 4 is Loyola Blakefield. 5 is Mount St. Joe. 6 is Gilman. 7 is Calvert Hall. This is actually going to be your A final. As in the relays, we only have a final. And we're off to our start. Long underwater down in lane number 3 for McDonough. McDonough with the early lead. At their hips is Loyola Blakefield, followed by Mount St. Joe. Into the breaststroke. It's McDonough, then St. Joe, then Loyola. At the exchange, into butterfly. Coming up first is McDonough by about 2 body lengths. They're followed by Mount St. Joe, and then Loyola Blakefield and Gilman. At the exchange for freestyle, McDonough going away. Second place, Mount St. Joe. Third, Loyola Blakefield. And in fourth is Gilman. They're followed by Calvert Hall and Spalding. Your winner of the A Conference Championship for the 200-yard medley relay is McDonough. Winning time, 1:30.65. Second place, Mount St. Joe, 1:35.06. Third goes to Loyola Blakefield, 1:37.22. Fourth to Gilman, 1:38.68. Fifth, Spalding, 1:42.99. And just announced a new meet record, new MIAA championship record, set with a 1:30.65. That takes previous record of 1:32.32 was set by McDonough as well. Also is an All-American consideration. Oh, actually automatic at 130.65. It's an automatic All-American status. And we have a short break here after the relay in order to give the swimmers a break. We're going to leave the video on the pool as the swimmers take a break. We will also have award ceremonies after each event. We will skip the first event, give awards after the second event for the evening. So we give a chance to the swimmers to cool down, and warm up for succeeding events. So the evening is going to be full of fast swims. We start off with one that breaks the existing MIAA record and just a sign of what's to come. So we'll be back to you in just a few moments. Stick with us as we put the video on the pool, turn the sound down, and we'll be back in just a few. Thank you. One out of 11 done.
Only 11?
11 minutes.
How many heats?
3. JV Consolations Finals.
Why do they fiddle with a consolation?
Top 16 swimmers.
Everybody gets a trophy.
Nobody gets, only the top 3 get anything. Oh, mean-spirited.
Competition.
What's that?
Did Loyola go on their trip?
Christmas, after Christmas.
Nobody looks tan. Last year they all came back with glowing skin.
At least I think they did. I didn't ask. And you know what? They might just go every other year, so they may not have gone this year. After every event.
A long one like this?
It won't be as long. Got a break for the awards for each of.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And we're coming back to you as we wait for the officials to make their way back onto the pool deck. We had an announcement about a minute ago that we were 4 minutes away, so we're just now 3 or less from getting our meet restarted. Purpose is to give the relay swimmers a chance to recover, warm up for subsequent events. And right now, behind the block, we have the junior varsity lined up, ready for the 200-yard freestyle. Lane assignments. Our starter tonight, Doug Carr. As I mentioned, Rob Dobry, one of our senior officials. In lane number 1 will be Ethan Walsh from Loyola Blakefield. In lane 2, Brooks McKinley from Spalding. 3 is Rick Chahuri from Gilman. In 4, James Liu from McDonough. Ian Durham is in 5 from Loyola Blakefield. Rahul Shanani from McDonough is in 6. Baldwin Jing from McDonough is in 7. And Simon Kien is in 8 from Gilman. Working to the wall in the first 50 and turning first, Ian Durham from Loyola Blakefield, split time 26:39. James Liu in second from McDonough. And Rahul Shanani also in the mix down in lane number 6. Come to the wall, and it's a James Liu still with a slight lead over Baldwin Jing, also from McDonough, and Ian Durham from Loyola Blakefield. As they head into the last 50. Lane number 4, it's James Liu with the lead. He's followed right next to him, Ian Durham from Loyola Blakefield. And making a move for third place in lane number 3 is Rick Chadhuri. And they come to the wall. Your winner of the JV, James Liu from McDonough, 154.06. Ian Durham is second from Loyola Blakefield, 156.37. Rick Chadhuri from Gilman is third, 157.05. Fourth, Rahul Shanani from McDonough. His time, 157.25. The varsity B finals. Lane number 1 is Ben Carroll from Calvert Hall. Bogdan Mistak from Gilman is in 2. Also from Gilman, Julian Jennings in 3. Alexander North from McDonough in 4. Yaroslav Mistak from Gilman in 5. Will Rosenthal from Spalding in 6. Connor Walters from Gilman in 7. Henry Lynch from Calvert Hall in lane number 8. At the first 50, your leader, lane number 4, is Alexander North from McDonough. On each side of him, Mistak and Jennings from Gilman. Yaroslav Mistak in second. Julian Jennings in third. And they make the turn. Everything stays the same. Mistak still second, behind North and in front of Jennings. Going into the last 50. Turn for home. Been Alexander North, coast to coast, but here comes Mistak. Go to the wall, the reach. And Yaroslav Mistak is your winner from Gilman. 147.12. Alexander North from McDonough second, 147.25. 1/10 of a second separates them. Julian Jennings takes third. Jennings time 149.42. And now for the 200-yard freestyle championship. Lane number 1, Nicolo Guri from Mount St. Joe. 2 is Brandon Ricker from McDonough. 3, Dean Serino from McDonough. Drew Green from McDonough in 4. The rest are from Loyola Blakefield in 5, Harry Belbot. 6 is Patrick Brannon. 7 is John Coble, and 8 is Braden Norris. Swimmers all together into the first turn. Early lead in lane number 6 is Patrick Brannon from Loyola Blakefield. He makes the turn, split 22.98. First split. Drew Green from McDonough is second. Down in lane number 1 is Nicolo Guri from Mount St. Joe hanging right with him. And as they come in for the first 100, it's still Brannon, Green, and Guri. And here comes Serino from McDonough as well. Drew Green now taking the lead. And extends that to just about a half a body length. Patrick Brannon is second. And we head to the last 50. Drew Green extends to about a body length. Brannon, and then down in lane number 1, Nicolo Guri hanging for third. And a turn for home. And it is still all bunched up. Here comes Harry Belbot, lane number 5. But it's going to be at the wall. Your winner, Patrick Brannon from Loyola Blakefield, pulls it out, 141.20. Second place, Drew Green, 141.32. Again, separation by 1/10 of a second. Harry Belbot for third from Loyola Blakefield, 141.81. What an exciting 200-yard freestyle. Patrick Brannon comes to the wall and touches out Drew Green. And as we break here in the action, we're going to have the awards ceremony for the first relay. Down in the far corner of the natatorium, the MIAA championship banners fly, and the top 3 varsity teams will climb the blocks for a Kodak moment and receive their medals. And the varsity finish being announced. In third place was Loyola Blakefield. They're receiving their medals now. Second place went to Mount St. Joe. And your champions with an All-American automatic time and a new MIAA meet record was McDonough. As the meet officials heard the swimmers and give them their medals, and they will assume positions on the blocks for recognition and a picture. McDonough champion announced. And when you put all those young men on the blocks, it gets pretty crowded down there in the corner. And there they are, your champions, your top 3 finishers in the 200-yard medley relay for 2023. And again, if you're just joining us, we have these breaks in the action after each event so that swimmers can warm up and cool down, get ready for other events that they'll swim throughout the evening. Next up will be the 200-yard individual medley. And again, our order, we'll do the JV heat, followed by the B consolation heat, and then the A final heat. 11 events in high school swimming. We will have 11 events tonight. And we will have 33 heats, 3 heats of each. Giving out the awards down in the corner, Paul Bernsdorf, the new executive director, took over for Lee Dove of the MIAA. And Paul's been here just about, I guess he's going on his first, in his first year. So lots of great things Paul will bring to the MIAA. And just announced the next event will begin in 2 minutes. So we'll go ahead and watch the officials make their way to their positions. And we will be able to give you lane assignments momentarily for the JV, heat number 1. And now we have the lane assignments for the JV championships. In lane number 1 will be Dylan Melendick from Calvert Hall. Lane 2, Ashton Christo from Gilman. 3 is Charlie Kunkel from Loyola Blakefield. Cooper Chasm from McDonough is in 4. 5 is Jeffrey Hugh from Gilman. 6 is Salvatore Anello from Loyola Blakefield. Billy Porter from Mount St. Joe's in 7. And Stanley Cabbage from McDonough is in lane number 8. Early lead in the butterfly leg held in lane number 4 by Cooper Chasm. Right next to him is Jeffrey Hugh from Gilman in second place. That's where he entered the backstroke portion of the race. 50 of each stroke in this 200-yard event. Right now it's Chasm, Hugh, and Salvatore Anello from Loyola Blakefield in third. So we switch over into the breaststroke. Chasm touches the wall at the turn, slightly ahead. But in the straightaway, they are nip and tuck. And they go into the freestyle, touching simultaneously on the wall. It is Cooper Chasm and Jeffrey Hugh. McDonough and Gilman, 1-2. Third place, Salvatore Anello from Loyola Blakefield. Now Jeffrey Hugh with a slight lead. Working to the wall. Too close to call. It is Jeffrey Hugh from Gilman. 2:05.32. Cooper Chasm in second from McDonough. His time, 2:05.62. 0.3 of a second separate them. Third place went to Salvatore Anello. His time, 2:08.79. Over to the varsity. The B consolation. Sydney Lauterbach from Loyola Blakefield in 1. Peter Skolnick from Gilman in 2. James Fairbank from Calvert Hall in 3. Matthew Rotunda from Mount St. Joe in 4. In 5 is Ethan Doherty from Loyola Blakefield. Joshua Mundy from Archbishop Spalding in 6. Miles Koff from Gilman in 7. And Liam McQuaid from Loyola Blakefield in 8. In the backstroke, your leader down in lane number 1, Sidney Lauterbach from Loyola Blakefield. He's followed in 2 by Peter Skolnick. But lead changes are often when we go from back into breaststroke. The touch and underwater for breaststroke. Breaking out with the lead in the middle of the pool, lane number 4. That's Matthew Rotunda from Mount St. Joe. And down in lane number 7, Miles Koff from Gilman, making his move in the breaststroke. It's Rotunda and Koff at the moment as they turn for freestyle. Final turn. Still has Rotunda with the lead, barely over Miles Koff from Gilman. And down in lane number 1, Sidney Lauterbach making a run again. And it finishes as Miles Koff from Gilman, your winner, 2:03.18. Second, Matthew Rotunda, 2:03.26. And in third, Sidney Lauterbach, 2:03.33. Another exciting finish, and came down to the touch at the wall. Varsity 200-yard finals in the IM. Lane 1 from McDonough, Connor Tiffin. 2 is Billy Connor from Archbishop Spalding. Kyle Bitts from McDonough is in 3. Max Kanasaki from Gilman in 4. Jonah Stein from Mount St. Joe in 5. Max Mislow from McDonough in 6. Lawson Kate from Spalding in 7. And in lane number 8, Leo Guan from McDonough. Top qualifying time here was Max Kanasaki from Gilman. He's a sophomore. His time coming in, 1:56.64. The varsity record here is 1:48.10 by Alan Churches in 2022. All bunched up on the breakout. Touch at the first wall. Slight lead given to Max Kanasaki, lane number 4. Split on the butterfly, 24.50. Into the backstroke. Right with him in lane number 2, Billy Connor from Spalding. So we got Kanasaki, Connor, and Max Mislow, your top 3 right now through the backstroke. And now into the breaststroke. Max Kanasaki from Gilman, still right there, but Max Mislow from McDonough head-to-head with him on a breakout. Mislow taking a lead over Kanasaki. And they head into the freestyle. Still anybody's race. Max Mislow and Max Kanasaki, the 2 Maxes, still 1-2. Mislow, Kanasaki, as they hit the wall, it's going to be Max Mislow from McDonough 154.37. Jonah Stein comes in second from Mount St. Joe, 155.11. And third, Max Kanasaki, 155.16. Separation again by tenths of a second between first and third. And now assuming the blocks were your 200-yard freestyle varsity champions. Third place went to Harry Belbot from Loyola Blakefield, a sophomore. Second place, Drew Green from McDonough, a senior. And your MIAA 200-yard freestyle champion, Patrick Brannon from Loyola Blakefield, a senior, winning time 1:41.20. And updated team scores for you. The JV level. In third place, Loyola Blakefield, 64 points. Gilman with 69 points in second. And McDonough with 79 points is your leader, and that's after the 200-yard freestyle. At the varsity level, in third place is Gilman with 53 points. And there's a tie between Loyola Blakefield and McDonough with 91 points, again, through the 200-yard freestyle. And we'll try to give you those results as we hear them here in the natatorium. Right now, as you heard earlier, we will be taking breaks between each event so the swimmers can get regrouped and rested and warmed up for their next events. And what we'll endeavor to do is keep the video on the pool. You can see what's going on. And we will turn the sound down and we'll come back to you in just a moment as we move to our next event, the Splash and Dash, the 50-yard freestyle. The order always throughout these championships, the JV will be first, followed by the B Consolation Varsity, and then the A finals for the varsity. So stick with us. We'll be back to you with the audio portion in just a moment. And enjoy the view here at the pool at the Mangione Aquatic Center and on the campus of Loyola University. Thank you. Next up, junior varsity 50 freestyle. In lane number 1, Ben Yu from McDonough. 2 is Cole Smith from Spalding. 3 is Murphy Link from Gilman. Bofing Shu from McDonough's in 4. 5 is Carter Lepley from Loyola Blakefield. 6 is Zach Minkin from Gilman. 7 is Bolton Bickle from Calvert Hall. And 8 is Beckett White from Mount St. Joe. At the turn, lane number 4, Bofeng Shu from McDonough. Going to go to the wall. Looks like that's going to be your winner. Winning time for Shu, 23:30. Second, Carter Lepley, 23:59. Third, Mason Murphy-Lenk, 24:34 from Gilman. Fourth place is Cole Smith from Spalding, 24:47. For the Varsity B consolation final, Andrew Tillman in 1 from Loyola Blakefield. Morrissey Lochte from Calvert Hall in 2. In 3 is Riley Walters from Gilman. 4 is Tanush Parhi from McDonough. 5 is Graham Tower from Spalding. 6, Joseph Balto from Loyola Blakefield. 7, Jack McKernan from Spalding. And 8, Will Malone from Mount St. Joe. They make the turn and head home. Great breakout out here in lane number 5. That's Graham Tower. He's going to win your heat here. Winning time, 22:10. Tanush Parhi, second from McDonough, 22:80. And in third, Riley Walters from Gilman, 23:61. The A finals championship, Mark Churches from McDonough, lane number 1. 2 is Connor Cashman from McDonough. 3, Antonio Guri from Mount St. Joe. 4, Langston Duncan from McDonough. 5 is Jackson Heather from Gilman. 6, Timothy Brooks from Gilman. 7 is Alexander Dillon from Loyola Blakefield. And in lane number 8 is Brendan Moran from Mount St. Joe. Fastest seed time coming in here. Langston Duncan, 21:51 from McDonough. Your record in the MIAA, 1974 by Giles Smith from McDonough. It was accomplished in 2009. Strong start, middle of the pool. That's Langston Duncan in lane number 4. Comes off the turn. Still Duncan. Duncan comes to the wall. Langston Duncan from McDonough, 21:34. Second was Jackson Heather from Gilman, 21:58. Third went to Antonio Guri from Mount St. Joe, 21:68. So 21:58, 21:68, and your winner, 21:34. Results for the 200-yard IM. Announcing the JV at this point. That will be followed by the varsity champions for the 200 IM. The JV champion, Jeffrey Hugh from Gilman. And varsity top 3 making their way to the podium. Top three finishers to the blocks. Third place went to Max Kunasaki from Gilman. Second was Jonas Stein from Mount St. Joe. And in first place, your champion 2023, Max Mislow from McDonough, winning time 1:54.37. And a slight change in the JV standings through the 200 IM. In third place, Gilman with 92. Loyola Blakefield had 108 for second place, and McDonough with 124 is your leader at the JV level. And at the varsity level, in third place is Gilman with 80 points. Loyola Blakefield is in second with 104. And in first place with 151 points is McDonough. So McDonough now leading both the JV and the varsity through the 200-yard individual medley. And if you're just joining us, we're continue to mention that after each event, there will be an awards assembly and break, along with a break for swimmers to get in the pool for warm up and cool down. And we will also give you the team scores as we get them as well from the natatorium announcer. So we'll be back to you in just a moment. We'll keep the video on the pool, but the sound down until swimming resumes again here. The next event up will be the men's 100-yard butterfly. We'll start off with the JV, followed by the Consolation B finals, and then the Championship A finals. Thank you. And next up is going to be the 100-yard butterfly. JV, lane 1, Matthew Lind from Gilman. Charlie Kunkel in lane 2 from Loyola Blakefield. Billy Porter from Mount St. Joe in 3. Riley Chadbury from Gilman in 4. Luke Retkin from Calvert Hall in 5. Tony Liu from McDonough in 6. Ben Yu from McDonough in 7. And Sidney Carbench from McDonough in 8. Lane number 5 is your leader. That's Luke Retkin from Calvert Hall. Right with him is Billy Porter from Mount St. Joe in lane number 3. Porter now with a slight lead as they go to the wall. Your JV champion, Billy Porter, Mount St. Joe, 57.03. Luke Retkin from Calvert Hall, second, 58.09. Rick Chadbury from Gilman, third, 58.56. Varsity B final. Lane number 1, Joshua Mundy from Spaldings. 2 is Ryan Callahan from McDonough. 3 is Cooper Walters from Gilman. 4, Sidney Lauterbach from Loyola Blakefield. Paul Skolnick from Gilman in 5. Brendan Moran in 6 from Mount St. Joe. Christian Stecco from Calvert Hall in 7. And Grant Gumbel from Mount St. Joe in 8. On the breakout after the first turn, down here in lane number 6, it's Brendan Moran from Mount St. Joe, your early leader. At the touch, Sidney Lauterbach from Loyola Blakefield, 25.09 split first 50. Right behind Brendan Moran, 24.99. Both touch together at the 75. Anyone's race. Middle of the pool, Sidney Lauterbach is your winner, 53 flat. Second, Brendan Moran from Mount St. Joe, 53.4. Third place went to Cooper Walters, 54.91. Cooper from Gilman. Now your finals. Lane number 1 from Loyola Blakefield, Jack Holman. 2 is Nicolo Gurry from Mount St. Joe. 3 is Teddy McQuaid from Loyola Blakefield. Caden Bowers from McDonough in 4. Will Cosamanio from McDonough in 5. Harry Belbot from Loyola Blakefield in 6. Jack Mislow from McDonough in 7. Joe Richter from Mount St. Joe is in lane number 8. Caden Bowers set the meet record this morning in the 100 fly with a winning time of 48.19. Comes in as obviously as the top seed tonight. See if Caden could even better his time. Caden in lane number 4. Turn at the first 50, split time 22-46. Caden Bowers with a body length lead. Second place, Teddy McQuaid from Loyola Blakefield. Will Casamanio also right there, vying for second. The reach to the wall. Winning time, 47.96. A new MIAA record for Caden Bowers. Will Casamanio from McDonough was second, 49.84. And Teddy McQuaid from Loyola Blakefield, 49.88 for third. Just off the pool record, which is held by no other than Michael Phelps. His time was 46.98, set back in 2003. So not as quick as Michael, but Caden Bowers did set the MIAA record here tonight in the 100 butterfly. The stadium announcer announcing the top three for the JV. Murphy Lenk from Gilman was third. Carter Lepley from Loyola Blakefield was second. And your champion for the JV, Bofeng Shu from McDonough. In third place in the 50 freestyle at the varsity level, Antonio Gurry from Mount St. Joe. Second went to Jackson Heather from Gilman. And your champion for 2023, Langston Duncan from McDonough. JV scores. In third place, Loyola Blakefield, 134. Second, Gilman, 142. And in first place, McDonough, 156. And at the varsity level, Gilman's in third place with 118.5 points. Next up in second place is Loyola Blakefield, 127.5. And your leader in first place is McDonough with 202.5 points. So 85 points separating McDonough and Loyola Blakefield at the varsity level. And that is through the 50 freestyle. Next event for us will be the 100-yard freestyle JV, then varsity B and varsity A. So again, we will turn the sound down and be back to you in just a few. I don't know if that helps or hurts Sweet Frog or us. Frozen yogurt. Plus you can put the cookies on the frozen yogurt.
They're really rich. Like, girl's dad got them for my team. We played at Annapolis on Saturday. And I can barely eat half of one, and I like that stuff.
What's it called? Cookie crumble?
It's called crumble.
Crumble? And we're getting a little quicker back to the blocks. Next up, 100-yard freestyle. And the JV lane assignments. Connor Torreson in lane number 1 from Calvert Hall. 2, Owen Paterson from McDonough. 3 is Ben Farrells from Loyola Blakefield. 4, Carter Lepley from Loyola Blakefield. 5 is Mason Murphy Link from Gilman. Baldwin Jing from McDonough's in 5. I'm sorry, in 6. In 7 is Luke Recken from Calvert Hall. And 8 is Zach Minkin from Gilman. At the turn at the first 25, everybody clumped together. We're looking right down the line, no leader established. Maybe lane 3, Ben Farrells, slight lead, or in lane number 6, that's Baldwin Jing. Farrells and Jing, followed by Lepley from Loyola Blakefield. Make the turn for home. Now it's Ben Farrells, Loyola Blakefield. Baldwin Jing. And it's Ben Farrells, 51.89 for first. Second is Baldwin Jing from McDonough, 52.35. And in third, Carter Lepley, 52.47. The Varsity B finals. Will Malone from Mount St. Joe in 1. Hudson Severs Reel, Gilman in 2. Dominic Ferracci from Loyola Blakefield in 3. Max Kanasaki from Gilman in 4. Alexander North from McDonough in 5. Michael Kale from Calvert Hall in 6. Joseph Balto from Loyola Blakefield in 7. And Brady Sigler from Calvert Hall in 8. The breakout after the first 25, lane number 4, Max Kunasaki in lane number 4, your slight lead. Max Kunasaki And he's followed by 3 swimmers, Faraci, North, and Kale. And coming to the wall, it's going to be Kunasaki and North. Kunasaki, your winner, 48-68. Alexander North, second, 49-23. And Dominic Faraci, 49-72 for third. And the varsity A championship final, Lucas Wright, Loyola Blakefield. 2 is Antonio Gurry from Mount St. Joe. Jackson Heather from Gilman is in 3. 4 is Timothy Brooks from Gilman. 5 is Drew Green from McDonough. 6, Alexander Dillon from Loyola. 7 is Connor Cashman from McDonough. And 8 is Langston Duncan from McDonough. 100-yard freestyle. Varsity final. The swimmers are on the blocks. And in the pool. Out of the first turn in lane number 5, that's Drew Green from McDonough and Langston Duncan down here in lane number 8. Green and Duncan. Turn for home. Drew Green. Langston Duncan. At the wall. It is Drew Green. Drew Green, 46-62. Antonio Gurry for second, 47-17. Third place, Timothy Brooks, 47-36. And Langston Duncan got fourth. Top 3 finishes at the JV level. Chadhuri, Redkin, and Porter in the 100-yard butterfly. So third place in the varsity level went to Teddy McQuaid from Loyola Blakefield. Cusamanio from McDonough was second. And breaking his record from this morning, Caden Bowers, automatic All-American time and a new meet record, 47.96. Caden Bowers, your 2023 100-yard butterfly champion. JV scores in third place, Loyola Blakefield, 162 points. Gilman with 178, and McDonough still in the lead with 194 points. That's your JV scoring. And the varsity scoring, team scoring. In third place, Mount St. Joe with 138 points. Loyola Blakefield with 179.5 points is second. And in first place with 255 points, 0.5, is McDonough. So McDonough leading both the varsity and the JV at this juncture. That is through the 50 free. And next up for us will be the 500-yard freestyle, the JV level. And we'll take a break and be back to you in just a moment.
I sent you the link to look at their Instagram. Yeah, I just sent it to you so you can look at it. It might not affect you. It might just affect. But realistically, it could work out in your favor, but.
Yeah, might. Who knows? Hard to tell.
Are you excited about the move, or are you kind of like, I don't know?
Yeah. I'm getting better. I wasn't in the beginning.
Yeah, I felt like John was pushing.
Yeah, I don't like spending more money to build out another place. We've already paid for one place.
Yeah, what did is he leaving it like it is? Who's buying it? Who's leasing it?
We're leaving. It's up to the landlord. Whoever comes in will redo. We're taking a lot of gutting it, so
You're taking a lot of what?
we're gutting it, so we'll take a lot of stuff with us.
Really? When's all that start? And are you gonna have to help?
It's already started, and I was supposed to move stuff tomorrow after we were done, but John got impatient, which is normal, so he's moving it today with somebody
Sometimes
else.
it works in your favor.
What's that?
Sometimes that works in your favor.
Does this weekend. That's why he came over to get the trailer yesterday. No problem. Yeah. Yes. Yep. That's a 0.5 on the course. Yeah, let's hope that's not the difference. Yeah. And next up, the 500-yard freestyle at the JV level. Lane number 1 from Gilman, Ashton Christo. Lane number 2 from McDonough, Rahul Shanani from McDonough in lane number 2. Oscar Spot from Gilman is in lane number 3. James Liu in lane number 4 from McDonough. CJ Mayer from McDonough in 5. Lane number 6 is Ian Durham from Loyola Blakefield. 7 is Brooks McKinley from Archbishop Spalding. And in lane number 8, Matthew Lind from Gilman. And we're having a little issue with the lap counters. The prelim session, I think we had a broken one, and now we have a swimmer running around the entire pool with a lap counter for this JV heat, which is about to begin. And here we go, making his way down the lane number 3. We'll have 20 lengths of the pool in this 500-yard freestyle. And the JV finals is started. All 8 swimmers very close with each other through the first 50. Lane number 5 is CJ Mayer. He touches at a 27:03 in the first 50 as your leader. Remains Mayer at the 100. James Liu, his teammate, is in second. Oscar Spot from Gilman is third. Remains the same at the 150. Mayer, Liu, and Spot. Ian Durham is fourth from Loyola Blakefield. As we come up on the 200. CJ Mayer from McDonough, your leader. James Liu second from McDonough. Oscar Spot from Gilman is third. And the next wall will be the halfway point in this 500. And we had our first lead change as James Liu, now your leader. CJ Mayer is second. Oscar Spot still third. Stroke for stroke. Mayer and Liu. James Liu starting to make a move. Get a half a body length lead over his teammate CJ Mayer. And Oscar Spot still third from Gilman. CJ Mayer not conceding the position to his teammate, battling back in. It's now Liu, Mayer, and Spot. And we'll come to the bell lap, or the last 50, given to both swimmers as they are stroke for stroke. Now CJ Mayer making a move. Comes off the wall. He now has a body length lead. And will go to the wall and win the JV championship. It is CJ Mayer, winning time 5:01.39. James Liu second, 5:03.45. Oscar Spot from Gilman will take third, 5:10.04. Ian Durham, 5:11.67 for fourth place. A varsity consolation. Miles Koff from Gilman in 1. Tim Williams in 2 from Spalding. 3 is Tanush Parhi from McDonough. 4, Andrew Turk from Loyola Blakefield. 5 is Will Rosenthal from Spalding. 6, Lucas Vanderwinkle from Calvert Hall. Ben Carroll from Calvert Hall is in 7. And Carter Williams from Spalding is in 8. Early lead down in lane number 3. That's Tanush Parhi from McDonough. Second place battle. Next to him, Andrew Turk and Will Rosenthal from Loyola and Spalding, respectively. Parhi, Turk, and Rosenthal. Fourth place now in lane number 2, Tim Williams from Archbishop Spalding. And in the turn, we have a lead change. Andrew Turk from Loyola Blakefield now taking the lead. Parhey second. Will Rosenthal third. Tim Williams is fourth. Andrew Turk now with a body length lead over Tanush Parhey and Will Rosenthal. Rosenthal creeping in the second place. And past the halfway point. And it remains Turk, Rosenthal, Parhey. And down in lane number 2, Tim Williams making a bid for third place. Andrew Turk, your leader from Loyola Blakefield. Will Rosenthal, Archbishop Spalding in second. And now Tim Williams from Archbishop Spalding has taken over third place. Tanush Parhey is in fourth. They make the turn, 75 remaining. Turk still your leader. Followed by Rosenthal and Williams. And bell lap given to Turk. Signaling 50 yards to go. And it doesn't look like anyone's going to catch him in this heat. Battle for second between teammates Tim Williams and Will Rosenthal. Will Rosenthal looks like he's going to hold off Williams at the wall. Your champion, your consolation champion, Andrew Turk from Loyola Blakefield, 4:55.70. Will Rosenthal takes second, 4:58.38. And Tim Williams for third, 4:59.71. Fourth place went to Lucas Vanderwinkle from Calvert Hall. Varsity 500 freestyle finals. Lane number 1, Braden Norris from Loyola Blakefield. 2 is Max Mislow from McDonough. Brody Schrepfer from Gilman. In 4 is Patrick Brannon from Loyola Blakefield. Brandon Ricker from McDonough in 5. 6 is John Coble from Loyola. 7 is Dean Serino from McDonough. And Yoroslav Mistak from Gilman is in lane number 8. early lead in lane number 4, Patrick Brannon from Loyola. He's followed by Brody Schrepfer from Gilman and Brandon Richter from McDonough. Still Brandon, Schrepfer, and Richter. Brandon Richter now moving into second place. But that lead's going to change again after the turn we just had. Now the lead change may happen as we go into the next turn. All 3 swimmers vying for first place. Now it is lane number 5, Brandon Richter from McDonough with the lead. With Patrick Brannon second and Brody Schrepfer third. Fourth place is John Coble from Loyola Blakefield. He tries to climb up into the top 3. And we're more than halfway through this 500. And it's Richter, Brannon, Schrepfer. In that order, then Coble. Each swimmer at the heels of the other. And Patrick Browning now trying to climb to the hip of your leader, Brandon Richter. Brandon Richter, Patrick Brannon, Brody Schrepfer, still your order. And the top 2 swimmers starting to create a little distance between third place, Brody Schrepfer. Bell lap. And the sprint is on. Patrick Brannon now trying to climb back up to the top. Stroke for stroke, both swimmers, Richter and Brannon to the wall. Patrick Brannon, your winner, 4:35.28. Brendan Richter from McDonough is second, 4:35.30, 2/100ths of a second. Separated this 500-yard freestyle. Third place went to Brody Schrepfer, 4:42.85. What a race at the finish. Both swimmers sprinting the last 50 and separated at the finish by 2/100ths of a second. And there will be a break in the action as they do another award and announce some scores. We'll be back to you in just a moment. Four left. Two relays, two individuals. Huh? Going off the morning? Two relays tonight. There's only two heats of each of the relays. Nothing close.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
ammonium.
I knew that was coming.
Because there ain't nothing till then, right? We're Towson. I'd rather go to two.
Technically still on the way home, right?
Yeah. We'll go up that way, yeah. We will. And we're going to move on to the 200-yard freestyle relay at the JV level. In lane number 2, we have Archbishop Spalding. In 3, Loyola Blakefield. In 4, Calvert Hall. 5 is McDonough. 6 is Gilman. And in 7 is Mount St. Joe. Top seed time is Calvert Hall, 1:34.81. But your leader right now in lane number 5, that's McDonough. They're followed by Loyola Blakefield down in lane number 3. Order at the moment, we got the exchange for the third swimmer. McDonough first, followed by Loyola Blakefield, and Gilman is third. The turn in the third 50, and the exchange to the anchor. McDonough with your lead. And in the pool simultaneously, Loyola and Gilman for second and third. Fourth is Archbishop Spalding down in lane number 2. But this 200-yard freestyle relay at the JV level going away, it's McDonough. Their winning time, 1:35.94. Second place, Loyola Blakefield, 1:39.70. Gilman is third, 1:39.87, and Archbishop Spalding is fourth. Next up, the varsity finals. In lane number 2 will be Archbishop Spalding. Lane 3 will be Mount St. Joe. 4 is Gilman. 5 is Loyola Blakefield. 6 is McDonough. And 7 is Calvert Hall. Top seed coming in, 126.75 for Gilman. In the water for the breakout. Lane number 6 is McDonough, your early lead. Lanes 3 and 4, Mount St. Joe and Gilman vying for second. Right now it's McDonough too close to call for second. Mount St. Joe, Gilman. Looks like Gilman is second. Third swimmer. McDonough first. Gilman second. Loyola Blakefield now making a run. And Mount St. Joe right there as well. Anchor. Here comes Gilman. It's McDonough, then Gilman. Come to the wall. It's going to be McDonough at the touch. It is 126.02. Gilman second, 126.32. Loyola Blakefield third, 126.72. And Mount St. Joe fourth, 126.91. Just a couple tenths of a second separate the top four finishers here in the 200-yard freestyle relay. And your top three finishers in the 500, Oscar Spotty from Gilman, James Liu from McDonough was second, and first place, C.J. Meyer from McDonough, your champion. About to announce the 500-yard freestyle for the varsity. The varsity top three, Brody Schrepfer from Gilman was third. Second went to Brandon Richter from McDonough. And your champion with a winning time of 4:35.28, Patrick Brannon from Loyola Blakefield. Team scores will be next. Top three for the JV teams, Loyola Blakefield at 239, Gilman in second with 245, McDonough still leading with 283 points. At the varsity level, it's now Gilman in third place with 203.5 points. Loyola Blakefield is second with 268.5. And your leader with 345.5 points is McDonough. So McDonough leading both the varsity and the JV levels here in the championships after the 500-yard freestyle with 3 events left. Next up will be the 100-yard backstroke. And we're ready to start the 100-yard backstroke for the junior varsity. In lane number 1 for McDonough, Mark Kotov. In 2, Owen Paterson from McDonough. 3 is Will Balto from Loyola Blakefield. Bofeng Shu from McDonough is in 4. Oscar Spotty from Gilman is in 5. Ben Farrells from Loyola Blakefield in 6. David Reed from Mount St. Joe in 7. And Tony Liu from McDonough in 8. Your early leader in lane number 4, that's Bofeng Shu, turns at the 50 with the lead. Split time, 28:37. Second place, Oscar Spotty, or Ben Farrells actually, with your lead, 29:83 at the turn. Oscar Spotty is third. Turn from home for home. Bofeng Shu running away. 3 body length lead to the wall. His touch, 57:42. He's followed by Oscar Spotty from Gilman, 101.01. And Ben Farrell's third, 101.47. Fourth went to Will Balto, 105.09. varsity consolations. Christian Stecco in lane number 1 for Calvert Hall. Joseph Rickert from Mount St. Joe in 2. Dominic Ferracci from Loyola in 3. Michael Kale from Calvert Hall in 4. Bogdan Mistak from Gilman in 5. Mark Cherkis from McDonough in 6. And Hudson Severs-Reel from Gilman in 7. Turn at the first 25, lane 3. That's Dominic Ferracci, early leader. But he's now being pushed by lane 4, Michael Kale from Calvert Hall. And out in lane number 6, that's Mark Cherkis. So lane number 4, Michael Kale, your leader, off the wall, coming home. Next to him, Dominic Ferracci. And then out here is Mark Cherkis. Cherkis coming on at the wall. It is Mark Cherkis, 56.03. Michael Kale second from Calvert Hall, 56.23. And Dominic Ferracci from Loyola, 56.31. Again, 0.2 of a second separated them. Cherkis came on strong in the last 15 yards to sneak in for your victory in the B consolation. I'm sorry, in the JV championship. Now, well, I got that all screwed up. That was your B final. Your A final, your A championship final, Andrew Turk from Loyola in lane number 1. Connor Tiffin from McDonough in 2. Lucas Wright from Loyola in 3. McDonough's Will Cusimanio in 4. Teddy McQuaid from Loyola in 5. 6 has Billy Connor from Spalding. 7 has Jack Mislow from McDonough. And Julian Jennings from Gilman is in lane number 8. Your championship finals in the 100 back. Underwater breakout in lane number 4. Will Cosamanio from McDonough, your leader. Cosamanio, another big underwater. Slight lead over Teddy McQuaid from Loyola Blakefield. Turned at the first 50. Split time 24:45 for Cosamanio. McQuaid 24:80. Third place, Lucas Wright from Loyola Blakefield. And as they head home, Will Cosamanio is going to be your winner from McDonough. Time 49:66. Teddy McQuaid from Loyola second, 50.81. Lucas Wright from Loyola, 53.14 for third. JV relay, 200-yard freestyle relay, went Gilman, Loyola, McDonough. McDonough is your JV champion. Top three for the varsity. Third place went to Mount St. Joe. Second to Loyola Blakefield. And your champion in the 200-yard freestyle relay with a time of 1:26.02 was McDonough. Give you the team scores next. JV top three, Loyola Blakefield 273. Second place, Gilman 279. And McDonough still with the lead at 328. Top three leaders at the varsity did not pick up the scores over the crowd noise. Gilman in third, Loyola Blakefield in second, and McDonough still leading at the varsity level as well. And that is through the 200-yard freestyle relay. Next up will be the 100-yard breaststroke. And we'll bring that to you in just a few moments. gotta. Now, if you go on and you stay on a short amount of time, it doesn't charge you. So she just goes in, listens for 20 seconds, and then jumps out. Then she'll use her roommates to do the same thing again. Sneaky. She's not gonna pay any money. She's like, she doesn't like she likes time finals. She doesn't like finals where you have 10 minutes between each swim. And we move into the JV breaststroke. Lane number 1 is Andrew Yu from McDonough. 2 is Topher Mitchell from Loyola. Jeffrey Hugh from Gilman is in 3. CJ Meyer is from McDonough is in 4. Cooper Chasm for McDonough in 5. Lane number 6 is Salvatore Anello. 7 is Cole Smith from Spalding. And Dylan Melendick from Calvert Hall is in lane number 8. Your leader, lane number 5, that's Cooper Chasm from McDonough. Three swimmers bunched up for second. That's Jeffrey Hugh, CJ Meyer, and Salvatore Anello. Anello now making a move as they come to the wall. It's Chasm and Anello. It's Anello, 104.48. Cooper Chasm, 104.62 for second. Jeffrey Hugh, 104.78 for third. And CJ Mayer, 104.99 for fourth. Another race where 0.4 of a second separates 1 through 4. And we got the B consolation finals. Jack Holman in 1 from Loyola. Riley Walters from Gilman in 2. Lawson Kate from Spalding in 3. Lucas Vanderwinkle from Calvert Hall in 4. And lane number 5 is Andrew Tillman from Loyola. His teammate Ethan Doherty in 6. 7 is Cody Wynn from Spalding. 8, Great Gumbel from Mount St. Joe. At the 50, it's Lucas Vanderwinkle with the lead, 29.02 on the split. Andrew Tillman is second from Loyola, 29.35. Vanderwinkle, Tillman, Kate, stroke for stroke, off the last wall. It's still Vanderwinkle, Tillman, and Kate to the wall. Lucas Vanderwinkle, 102.36. Lucas Kate slides in for second, 102.80. And Andrew Tillman takes third, 103.09. Your championship final, Ryan Callahan is in lane number 1 from McDonough. Leo Gunn from McDonough is in 2. Jonah Stein from Mount St. Joe's in 3. Caden Bowers from McDonough in 4. Kyle Bitts from McDonough in 5. Brady Schrepfer from Gilman in 6. Mount St. Joe's Matthew Rotunda in 7. And James Fairbank from Calvert Hall is in lane number 8. And a turn at the first 50. The full pull out. Lane number 4, that's Caden Bowers, your leader from McDonough. 4 swimmers bunched up for second. Slight lead down in lane number 2. Leo Gunn. But it's all Caden Bowers from McDonough. Now in second, Kyle Bitts from McDonough. At the wall, Caden Bowers, 54.70. Kyle Bitts in second, 57.87. Third, Brody Shepfer from Gilman, 58.31. And he tied Jonah Stein from Mount St. Joe for third, 58.31. Give you the backstroke results here momentarily. JV finishes here. Third place went to Ben Farrells from Loyola Blakefield. Oscar Spotty from Gilman was second. And the champion from McDonough, freshman, Bo-Feng Shu. Varsity top 3. Lucas Wright from Loyola Blakefield was third. Second went to Teddy McQuaid from Loyola Blakefield. And in first place with a All-American consideration time of 49.66 was Cosamanio. JV team leaders change in the order here. In third place is Gilman with 296. Loyola Blakefield with 315 moves into second place. McDonough with 351 points still holding on to first place. And the varsity leaderboard still remains Gilman in third, Loyola Blakefield in second, and McDonough in first. just not catching the Loyola Blakefield score. Gilman had 222.5, and I believe McDonough 451.5. So big spread between first and third, but I believe it's still a pretty sizable lead for McDonough. Final event of the night will be the 400-yard freestyle relay. One heat of the junior varsity, one heat of the varsity. Then we'll do the awards presentations and announce your champions for 2023 here at the MIAA Swim Championships at the Mangione Aquatic Center at Loyola University in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland. We'll be back to you in just a moment for the resumption of that action and the conclusion of our meet tonight. Thank you. And the JV 400-yard freestyle in the water. In lane number 2, Spalding. 3 is Gilman. 4 is McDonough. 5 is Loyola. 6 is Calvert Hall. And 7 is Mount St. Joe. Each swimmer swims 100 yards, 4 lengths of the pool. McDonough on the turn, split time 25:09 on the first 50, your leader. Gilman was second, 25:77. And Loyola Blakefield third. Second swimmers enter. And McDonough has a body length lead over Gilman in second and Loyola in third. Loyola now inching into second place. And making a run at the lead. Climbing to the hip of McDonough. And now overtaking on the turn. Your leaders now Loyola Blakefield, then McDonough, then Gilman. Exchange to the third swimmer. And the breakout. And here comes McDonough again. Still Loyola, McDonough, and then Gilman. McDonough on the hip of the Loyola swimmer, and a body length behind is Gilman. The exchange to the anchor. And Loyola emerges with a body length lead. McDonough trying to climb back in it, same as Gilman. 50 remaining. Good turn by the McDonough swimmer. Now pushing Loyola. Could be another good turn, lining up. McDonough and Loyola. McDonough now with a slight lead. They're going to come to the wall. It's McDonough. Going to win. It is McDonough. They're a relay 3:32.14. Loyola second, 3:32.22. Gilman third, 3:34.43. Heat 1, the JV championships in the 400-yard freestyle relay goes to McDonough. McDonough crowd wound up for this last relay, chanting Eagle Relay. Your A championship relay. Lane number 2, Mount St. Joe. Lane number 3, McDonough. Lane number 4, Gilman. 5 is Loyola. 6 is Spalding. And 7 is Calvert Hall. And our final event of the evening is in the water. 400-yard freestyle relay championship final. Lane number 3 and 4, McDonough and Gilman, your early speed through the first 50. Gilman with 2/100ths of a second lead, 22:48 on the split. McDonough at 22:50. They'll come to the wall for the first exchange. At the touch, it's McDonough first, Gilman second. McDonough with a half a body length lead over Gilman second and Loyola third. Stretching to a body length. Langston Duncan creating that separation. Third swimmer in the water for McDonough, then Gilman, then Loyola. Still, McDonough in lane number 3. Then Gilman and Loyola to the anchors. Neck and neck for second. McDonough still with the lead. Body length separates. McDonough, then Gilman, then Loyola. McDonough's going to go to the wall as your winner, your A Conference 400-yard relay champions. Second is Gilman. The winning time was 3:07.85. Gilman second, 3:09.56. And Loyola third, 3:09.73. Spalding was fourth, 3:21.84. Followed by Calvert Hall and Mount St. Joe. And we hope you stand by and stay tuned for our final results of the last two events, along with our awards for our team champions tonight at both the JV and the varsity level. JV 100-yard breaststroke announced now. So the JV champion in the breaststroke was Salvatore Anello from Loyola Blakefield. The varsity breaststroke top three was a tie for third place. Brody Schrepfer from Gilman tied Jonah Stein from Mount St. Joe. Second place went to Kyle Bitts from McDonough. And your champion with a All-American automatic time of 54.7, Caden Bowers. So it's a fait accompli, I believe, with the varsity and JV scoring here, team scoring. On the JV level, third place is Gilman, 296, Loyola Blakefield, 359, and McDonough, 371. In the varsity, Gilman has 222, Loyola Blakefield 367, and McDonough 515. At the varsity level for the 400-yard freestyle relay, third place went to Loyola Blakefield, second to Gilman, and first place, McDonough is your champion, and now is official. .307.85 was the winning time, and that's an All-American consideration time for that relay for McDonough. So by our count, the MIAA Championship team title is likely to be McDonough at both the JV and the varsity levels. Paul Bernsdorf now giving the plaques for the JV. Third place went to the Gilman School. Second place went to Loyola Blakefield. And the champion for the JV. The McDonough Eagles are your JV champions. McDonough in line, sending their captains to receive the plaque. And next up will be the varsity top three. 276 points for Gilman, takes third place. 399.5. Second place goes to Loyola Blakefield. With 555 points, your champion for 2023, McDonough, the Eagles. McDonough receiving its trophy. Mickey Deegan, athletic director down there. And great sportsmanship between Loyola and McDonough. High fives. And McDonough heading to the corner, to the podium for a Kodak moment. That's going to conclude our coverage tonight of the MIAA 2023 Swim Championships. Thank you for joining us. If you join us tomorrow, we'll be back here for the IAAM Championships, 9:30 tomorrow morning, to see the women. So, great night of swimming, fast swims here at the Mangione Aquatic Center on the campus of Loyola University. I'm Larry Dukes. For Morgan Knox on the camera tonight, we thank you. Good night, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Be safe. Be healthy.